Hi, my name is Fernando Guarany. I'm an English language teacher and a teacher educator. I've been working in English language teaching and language education for about 30 years. And in all those years, I've had the opportunity to interact with teachers, learners, educators in many different contexts in Brazil and beyond. And I'm very pleased today to be sharing some of my ideas and experience throughout these years. I'm very humbled to have been invited again to share some of my experience with you, because I truly believe that EPPI, Encontro Paraibano de Professores de Inglês, is not only a local event, but a highly important event in Brazil and beyond, especially now when we are living in these very unusual COVID-19 times. And teachers are taken to the internet to keep developing themselves and for fresh ideas on how to adjust, adapt, and change their teaching practice to suit the new online or remote teaching needs. So thank you again for the invitation. I'm here today to talk about a question which has been on my mind for a very long time. And the question is, what makes a good teacher? But I really changed it a little bit by asking what makes a good teacher great, and then changed it again. What makes a good language teacher great? We've all had good teachers in our lives, I'm sure. I mean, at least I hope so. But if I ask you right now to remember or to think of a teacher who made a huge difference in your life, I think it won't take very long for you to remember someone, at least one person. That special teacher who really changed your life and whom you remember even today. So, but what was it about him or her that made him or her really special? Was it because he knew the English language so well? Was it his pronunciation, his extensive vocabulary? Was his organization skills? Was it because he was always punctual and he knew all the teaching techniques, or he played games? What was it? Today, I would like to share 4 elements or 4 ingredients that, in my opinion, help make a good teacher great. And this is the topic of this session. Okay, so here we go. Good teachers deliver content. So we all know teachers who walk into a classroom, they're very competent, they know the English language well, they know the subject matter, but basically what they have is an objective to teach a lesson. So the focus of the lesson, of the educational experience, is to deliver content. For example, today you will learn how to use the present perfect in a present perfect simple, or today I'm going to be teaching you how to talk about habits in the present using the present simple. So the teacher has a very clear objective of what he or she wants to achieve, so he delivers content. And in that situation, learners take the back seat. They're much more passive. A lot of people like these teachers, and they are considered by many good teachers. However, I think that great teachers, not only do they have the content and bring content into the classrooms, but they co-construct knowledge, skills, and wisdom with learners. So they see learners as active participants of the educational experience, the lesson. And they work in collaboration to build their knowledge together, to practice the abilities that are necessary to hone their skills, their communicative skills, for example. And they go further. They apply this knowledge to talk about, to discuss ideas which can be used and applied to their real lives or in their real lives. So they develop wisdom. So they contextualize the target language through topics that really help learners to engage with ideas critically and talk about these ideas in English, for example, authentically, and are applicable to their lives. Or a second element is good teachers know the subject matter. So we all know teachers who are excellent speakers of English. They know the grammar, the vocabulary, pronunciation. They speak very fluently. They have excellent teaching techniques, but great teachers, they are always learning. They never assume that they know enough. They're always investing time, money, and energy to become a better version of the teacher that is in them, their potential. So they're always striving to devote time, energy, and resources to continuing personal and professional development. They want to become masters of the English language. And not only the English language, but everything, all things in terms of language learning. So we see great teachers, they take language development courses, they take courses on methodology, they take courses on a vast array of topics because they want to become masters of the subject matter. And if you're not a native, if you are a native speaker of English, it's very important that you develop an understanding, a deep understanding of your mother tongue, because it's not because you're a native speaker that you don't have to develop your understanding of the language you're teaching. Quite the contrary. Maybe you need even more because you didn't have to learn the language. It came easy for you. You acquired it. Okay, so good teachers teach classes. Not only do they teach the lesson plan, but they teach a group of students. Nowadays, it's much more common for teachers, private teachers, to be teaching one-to-one. But even if you're teaching one-to-one, it's possible for you not to pay attention to the learners and pay attention to the class or to the group of students. Great teachers, they pay attention to learners individually, and they teach each one of them individually. Maybe you think, well, it's maybe asking too much. Sometimes I have 20 students, 50 students in class. Yes, but they are still individuals, and you have to make an effort if you want to be a great teacher to pay attention to each one of them so you can address their needs, you can relate to them on a deeper, personalized or individualized lesson. So teachers, great teachers are attentive. They know what's going on in their classrooms, and they're sensitive to learners' needs. And finally, good teachers believe in the power of education. Good, this is brilliant. Nelson Mandela said that education is the most powerful weapon to change the world, or something along those lines. And yes, it's true. But education by itself, or when we talk about education like this, to me, it's a very abstract concept. So it doesn't really communicate the idea of ownership, of individual responsibility. I think it's too loose. But great teachers, they hold on to something more solid. They have faith in their learners and their potential, because they know it's not simply the idea of education that changes the world. It's people who change the world. So teachers believe in each of their learners in the classroom. The teachers believe that each learner has immeasurable potential for great things, and not only potential to learn English, to communicate in English, to reach a respectable level in the English language, but they have this huge potential to, through good education, through good language education, cause a fantastic transforming impact in the world on the realities of so many people. And this teacher, this great teacher, or these great teachers, they call out, they bring forth the best in their learners, not only linguistic communicative skills, but the full potential, which is so necessary to change the world. Great teachers have faith in their learners and their potential. And I should say, great teachers have faith in themselves. They have faith in their mission, in their vocation. Okay, so 4 elements, 4 principles We are sort of running out of time, but I would like to close now with, it's not really a poem, but it's a text which I adapted from colleague Trevor Muir, and I made the text available on bit.ly/6EPPI, or you can simply scan this QR code and it will take you to the web page. So let me close with these words adapted from Trevor Muir. I'm going to be reading because I haven't been able to memorize. What makes a good language teacher great? Take a second and think about the greatest teacher you've ever had. Okay, I bet that didn't take long, did it? Great teachers are memorable. What made that person great? Was it that she was the master of her subject area and knew everything there is to know about grammar, pronunciation, and vocabulary? Or was it the fact that she could communicate ideas and concepts in a way that you could understand? Was it because he had the answers to all of your questions? Or was it because he always asked you harder questions in return and made you think? Was she great because she let you do whatever you wanted, or did she teach you how to focus and make you stay on task and tell you to put your phone away? Was he great because he tried to understand you when he could simply have punished you? Or because he took a personal interest in a poem you wrote or a book you read? Did she know exactly what to say whenever you had a problem? Or did she rarely say anything and just listened to your grief? Was he a great teacher because he made English seem easy? Or did he show you in practice that though English was hard, you could still learn it? Was she perfect? Was he perfect? Or was it their imperfections that made them great? Or was it the fact that she let you know about her flaws and imperfections? Was he an easy grader? Or did he make you work and grind and sweat to speak English? Did she teach you to love writing or reading or the intricacies of phonology? Did he or she teach you how to love learning and that you have the potential for greatness and that kindness and courage matter more than money and success, and that it's okay to make a fool of yourself sometimes, and that your time is valuable? And did they give you a chocolate bar when you were really hungry and you couldn't afford anything to eat? Did you know without a shadow of a doubt that you were more than a name on a roster or number on a test or even a student in a seat to them? They let you know that you are a person who is deeply loved, a person who can inspire others and change the world. What was it that makes you remember them as great teachers? Whatever it was, I'd like to invite you to take a moment right now to let them know how great they really were to you. And then think about how you can be that kind of great for someone else, for all your learners. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this session, and I'm going to leave my contact details here. So if you want to get in touch with me and ask questions, I'll be more than happy to interact with you. Thank you very much again, and God bless you all.